Okay, welcome to ANZCRL Combined Racing League's round 3 of the Formula 4 Championship. We're here at Azure circuit. Currently the guys are just doing sight laps because the qualifying session is only 5 minutes, so they can do their sight laps for the first 5 minutes. We run 2 lobbies, and this is the top tier. And we just finished running a practice session which actually allocates the lobbies for the race. So the top times will actually, the top 10 go up into the top lobby, and we've got 7 in the second lobby tonight, which isn't being broadcasted. So we're just broadcasting the top lobby. So welcome. So as we can see, we've got 20 seconds before qualifying starts. It's going to be a 14-lap race with clear weather, and the Drivers' Championship at the moment is Dark Racing 40 on first, Dado Racer second, Loft Vanish, who is actually being retired out of the championship, was third. So we've got Dread 501's third, fourth is Gear 3 Gaming, 6th is Aussie Carters, 7th is Par 0666. I don't think he's in this lobby tonight. Jetto 13, which actually he dropped out into the bottom lobby. Timmy 82 is 8th. Emu is 9th, and Right So, who hasn't made it tonight either, is 10th. This will be a hectic little first few laps for the qualifying. Probably get about 2 or maybe 3 laps. So I'll just pull up the actual, during the practice that they had to allocate their lobbies earlier tonight. We had, I think it was Dread 501. He had a 145.561. So he'll be a man to just see what time he can do, and then close by, half a second behind was Aussie Carters 32 with a 45.981. Dado Race was third with a 146.482, and Got Gecko was a 46.985. The man that actually came up from the bottom lobby in the practice session was this man here, CMDR Cirrus. He was able to do a 48.9, I think it was, which was good enough for 9th in the lobby. So that dropped out Weary Night, and also Weary Night and Jetto 13 dropped down to the second lobby after their results. So Aussie Carters has already gone out with their cold tyres. We've done a 53, their first time lap, with 2 minutes remaining. So these guys should get another 2 laps. And these barriers look fairly tall when you're looking at these Formula Fords running around. Armco barriers right in the circuits of Monaco. Got nice clear skies for the race. I believe it's heavy cloud for qualifying. Darky's not too far off. He's just following Aussie Carter. Oh, just missed that. Aussie Carter's has had a spin. He's not going to be able to better that time, so he's going to find himself down the bottom of the pack. see what Darky can do on his first full time lap after the tyres have probably reached a little bit more of their operating temperatures. Straight away into a 49.8 for Darky, followed by Gear with a 50.5. See what Dread's actually got a little bit of a slipstream. Didn't help him too much. He might be just caught behind. And it's pretty hectic coming up the hill. That's what these 5-minute qualifying sessions provide. Pretty intense, short qualifying. Pressure on the drivers to try and get themselves in a good position, especially here at Monaco, or Azure, as we would call it in the game. Going to be hard to overtake. We've got performance impact and damage for this series. Just so the banging of wheels won't affect them losing a wheel. The guys can continue on racing, but performance impact will give them suspension damage. Also, their nose cones can come off and things like that, which will obviously affect aero in a way, the way it flows over the car. I think Dread's just following, might be Parr in front of him. Actually, it might be using that number 5. Oh, that's ANZCRL. So what can Dread do? Darky still got the pole. Dread puts it up on the front row. Takes pole. Beautiful time lap. 147.566. Not as quick as their practice running, but they had 15 minutes to get those times in, and ANZCRL has done a 49.8, sees himself 4th. We've still got, looks like all the guys have basically finished there. So there's our 10. The grid is set for the race. We got Dread 501s on pole, and Dark Racing 40. Man that's leading the championship at the moment in second. Gear 3 Game in third. ANZCRL 53 will be happy with 4th, as he did his practice session in the bottom lobby and had a fast enough time to jump into the top lobby for the race. So that's a very good result. Got Gecko in 5th. Dado Racer in 6th. Whopper 7th. Paro 666 8th. Aussie Carter's disappointing qualifying from him after he was second fastest in the practice session in 9th. And then Timmy 82 rearing up the grid. So we'll just see how we go. If hopefully the guys can get off on a nice clean start to the race. So while they're just readying up, loading their tunes, making sure they've got all their tunes set. They've got, though that the performance impact in damage is on, they might want to have a pit strategy where they obviously, when they come in, they won't have fuel to worry about if they pit, and just repair damage. And obviously not changing any tyres. Tyre wear is set to accelerated, but with 14 laps it shouldn't be a problem. So bear with us, we've got the 10 in just about to start. I can almost see that the lights will start coming on any minute now. We'll see how it goes for their run up into the first corner. We've got a couple of the guys, Emu, who are actually missing the round tonight. He's sort of glad he's missing the race tonight. But yeah, it would be very, very entertaining behind the wheels here, but could be frustrating at the same time. So risk might make reward. Here we go. Dark is normally good off the line, but it looks like Dread has got the better start. Looks like they've all got in through cleanly through the first corner. And they're 3 wide coming up to the hill, up through the hill. Dread's still got that nice little lead over Darky. Darky's put a lot of pressure early on. Oh, he's just lucky to hold on to that then. Here following Gecko in 4th. Right behind him is Whopper. He doesn't want to have to be waiting around behind here. So far a nice clean start. The top tier. That tyre barrier on the outside there, that kind of sign is just a little, takes out just that little bit where it can collect the rear tyre coming out of the tunnel. Can Darky make a move? Ooh, looks like got Gecko. Just late on the brakes. Managed to pull it up. So far they're doing a good job coming around into the swimming pool complex. Very fast part of the circuit. Get a good run out here. There's sometimes you see them try duck in the inside, but very, very hard to do that. You need to have both drivers committing to allowing that to happen. Darky using all that curb on the exit, the final corner. He's got a nice little draft coming down the starting straight for their first completed lap. Just working the back of Dread 501. Making sure Dread knows it's all on. Got some of the old players watching the stream and supporting Darky, trying to get in front of these new guys. Dread 501. Ooh, Darky's just clipped the back of Dread. He just suffered there, but there we've got the guys trying to support Darky. Dread's only just come in, and he's taken off fairly well. He's got a lot of pace. There's Darky just a little bit further back. Dado, sorry, not Darky. I'll try and keep it together. It's been a bit of a big weekend for me this weekend. But, we'll get through these races. Try and be as professional as we can. Got Gecko in second. Dreado 501s will just be wondering, I can't shake these guys. One leaves me and another one comes back at me. That's what Formula Ford's all about. Close racing, everyone's learning their racecraft. Ooh, it's like Gecko just missed his turning point. He's just going to have to let all those cars come through. Unfortunate for Gecko. Showing some promise to be second. As you see, he just clipped the inside of the inside curb of the barrier, shot him over to the exit of the corner. Gear 3 Gaming benefit from that, now in 4th. Oh, Timmy jumped the start, they saying. I've got feedback there, so he's had to have the drive-through penalty. It's good to have our viewers also paying attention. Aussie Carters is making his progress through the field after having a poor qualifying session. Darky's still on the back of Dread again. Aussie Carter's got Gear and Whopper in front, with Gear just having a little look on the side there of Whopper. Now made himself all. Aussie's had to take the shortcut through the chicane. He should get away without having a penalty there because he actually drove through fairly slow. Be quite surprised if he gets a drive, like a slow down penalty. And now he's got Dado right behind him, pressuring him. Oh, Gear's had a spin. It's easy to lose the rear end of these cars, and unfortunately for Gear. Here comes the 2 green machine. And Dread 5501's doing a good job for the number 8 Scuderia Alpha Delta Spa team. With Darky, who's leading the championship at the moment in the number 35 Sheriff Star Motorsport. This is big for the championship if Dread can stay where he is. Currently 3rd in the standings and 24 points off from Dark Racing in the 3rd round. Gecko's in the pits getting repairs. Looks like he's dropping a few laps there. Might have even retired. Oh no, just waiting for repairs. Come back to this battle for the lead. Just come out the tunnel. These are the famous chicane. And into the nice area. Be very nice sitting in these grandstands with the outlook of the harbour and the swimming pool area. Oh, Darky's just running up against the fence. Aussie Carter's putting pressure still on Whopper. Gecko still finds himself still in the pits. So hopefully he can get back out and complete 70% of the race distance to actually score some points and not get a DNF. CMD Cirrus in 7th. He's got Par in front of him. There's something for him to try and chase down. Just going to Santa Vote and up the hill. And then into this turn 3 Mazenot. It really bites you. You can really drift you out really wide before you come up and around here in the casino. You get a bit of understeer. Through the down through the hairpin. We've just got Darky. He's just dropped off at the moment. And the battle here with Aussie Carters is now well and truly on between him and Whopper. It looks like Gecko has made it out of the pit, so he should be able to complete 70% of the race distance, which should be good, as long as he doesn't have any more incidents. Ooh, that's been a nasty accident along the foreshore there. That's cost Whopper plenty. He's gonna have to find himself in the pits there, and you can see he's got no steering. That's so unfortunate. He got tangled up there with Carters. One of Aussie, the old Fox Dado's just roaming there in 4th, looking for a podium. Unfortunately, it looks like Whopper will be forced to go to the pits. Could have a battle between him and Gecko at the end. I'd say be in the pits for a bit for the damage repair. Timmy in 8th getting valuable points in the top lobby. They're all sort of spread out at the moment. CMD Cirrus is still chasing down Par, so he's holding pace. His first time, I think he might have been in the top lobby, so he's doing really well in 6th, especially around here, the streets of Monaco. I'll just see where Gecko is. Yeah, just coming around the casino area, so it'll be interesting to see if he can get around this whole lap and be in front of Whopper. The Par in the number 37 Team Southern Cars is doing a great job in 5th. Looks like Dado's now just starting to get on the tail of Aussie karters. Aussie might be nursing a bit of a damaged car. Only on lap 6 of 14, so we're not halfway yet. We've still got Whopper. We're just having a look there to see if Whopper can get out of the pits before Gecko comes back around. This is a good little bit battle for 5th and 6th. Dread's still out in front. He's got a nearly 3-second lead over Darky. Ooh. That's that's Whopper just coming out. So looks like he's stayed in front of Gecko. And here's Gecko coming onto the main straight, so not too far away. 15 seconds. Par's actually got a little penalty, a time penalty, which might come into benefit Cirrus. We'll just have a look at that penalty. It's only a 1 second penalty for Par. And at this stage, that would actually leapfrog Cirrus into 5th, with him only following by just less than a second. Obviously, Cirrus won't know that. But if it stays like this to the end of the race, but he's also got a fast charging gear coming back at them. 6 seconds behind. After making a bit of a mistake. I think he was 4th when he made the mistake here. And Aussie's been able to maintain that gap from Dado again, just pulled out around 2 seconds. They might have just got the hang of Cirrus just getting a little bit wrong, coming out of the pool complex. Car behind is a lap car, which is Whopper. He'll be a bit annoyed, these things happen. At least he's still motoring around. That was a big accident though, with him and Aussie. But Dred's doing it very nicely up in front. Making it look very easy, just keeping the car nice and straight. Darky looks like he's just sort of waiting for a body's time. We've just gone past halfway. Darky's had the experience. Knows that these races will run right to the end. With the accelerated tyre wear, cars can just start moving around just a little bit near the end. This battle for 5th still raging between these two. We'll have a look at Timmy. He's sort of in no man's land at the moment, in 8th. About 5 seconds behind Gear 3 Gaming. I think Timmy will be happy with the 8th. I think he started 10th on the grid, so he's made up 2 spots with Whopper and Gecko both having issues. Not doing a bad job. He's actually 8th in the championship in the number 46 Dumatec Racing. You can always head over to our website. It's ozaus-nzcrl.weebly.com for all our information in our series for Australian New Zealand residents. We're over here on Project Cars 2. We're only just starting our first series. It's a summer series we run every fortnight. So this is round 3 and 4 tonight. The fourth round will be coming to you a little bit later after this one. And that's going to be at Knock Hill. There's Timmy just letting the faster, I think it's Gecko, through. He was a lap down, but yeah, so we go on Knock Hill International Reverse. And that should be a very entertaining race during the Thursday official practice that we were running. In these, we had 7 of the top drivers, less than a second separating them. So, Gecko. Just finding the car just understeering a little bit into the barrier. And here comes Dado. Something's happened to Darky. He's had a spin. Oh, Darky's just not known. That's not very nice of Darky there, reversing right in the path of par. He should be. There's a lot more experience to not do that, so I'm sure that he'll be very apologetic about that. So Dado is now in second, getting very good valuable points to the championship. And Dado is currently second in the championship, only 14 points behind Dark Racing, so this is going to be a very good thing that's happening. Looks like Darky's going to have to go to the pits. He's struggling to even get into the pits. This is a nightmare for Darky. He won't be happy about this. And he won't be happy that he's actually taken out par as well, reversing into him. We always say that we should all be aware there's different HUDs that we can have as racers, sim racers, where you have the time difference behind people. And that basically, you should have seen that some car was sort of within a little bit near him. These things happen. Gear now is back into 6th. And how it opens up, see, we had got Gecko and Whopper early on having their own problems. And now that could be a 3-way tussle for the bottom 3 positions. They're pretty much all spaced out fairly evenly now through the field. And as we do this, we may as well just go on board with the one of the fastest men on track at the moment. If I can get the onboard camera here. Mind you, can get a little bit wheezy watching them going around these streets of Monaco on this camera view. Just going past the casino down to turn 5 and then into the hairpin of turn 6. So that's what we got. We got 3 laps remaining after this lap. And into Portier, and now under the famous tunnel, where the eyes have to adjust to the darkness, and then back to the light when you come out. And on this nice clear day, it gets really bright down to the famous chicane. And he looks like he's just cruising. He's got his engine temperatures are up, probably the oil temperature's up pretty high. You can see how fast it's full throttle. Didn't let off through the pool section. Into come up to Razcas here. Very tight little part this has now been opened up, this corner, in Formula 1 days, that they can just open it up, get a little bit more entry into the corner, down the finisher lap. So as you can see, he's making it fairly light work with the whole thing. So we'll just go through looking at the fuel. Dado's got 4.5, so just a little bit less than Dredd. Aussie Carter's has got enough, 5 litres. Oh, C&D Cirrus, he could be in trouble. 3.3 litres, he might not have fueled up enough. Not too sure how much fuel they were using a lap. He's going to be tight. There's still another 2 laps after this one. I don't think he's going to make it. That's going to be disappointing for Cirrus, 4th at the moment. Par on 4. So there's a possibility Cirrus could make it if he does a bit of fuel conserving. Gear 3 Gaming can make it, and obviously Timmy and Gecko will make that with 4 litres, same as Swapper. Darky's still in the pits for repairs. Takes a lot of time for repairing of these cars with all that damage, the front nose cone and everything like that. I think we're going to have to keep on this little battle between Par and Cirrus. Actually, Cirrus is actually catching Aussie Carters. Sorry about that, I had that all around the wrong way. So Aussie Carters, obviously with a struggling car after the damage that he had with Whopper. Oh, there he goes again. Big accident in the pool area. So Par's now in 3rd. I've been getting all the action. But here's Cirrus back going, it looks like Gear 3 Gaming. He's now licking his lips. You can see his prey, he's hunting them down, he can smell blood. And can Cirrus hold on? We're worried about his fuel, and then we didn't think about enough to worry about Aussie Carters. Absolutely losing it into the barriers right in front of him. And poor Cirrus had nowhere to go. 2.5 litres, so he will be able to make it. He was at 3.3 last lap, so they're using roughly a litre a lap. So he'll make it. And that's, oh, you can just see how he's just struggling with grip after that accident. I wish I wasn't the cameraman cursed to that's giving out that to Cirrus. He's made all the effort to get in that top lobby, and unfortunately come unstuck. But at the moment, if he can hold on to 4th, he'll be very happy. It's going to be hard to overtake. He's obviously got probably a car that's not damaged, or he could have a bit of damage actually, because Ski has actually seen the barrier. We will catch the leader, take the checkered flag, but at the moment, this is a battle for 4th and 5th. They're lapping, just over a lap and a bit to go. With Dredd just now starting his final lap. The old Fox Dado in 2nd. Who would have thought Par, after having a few little issues as well with other cars, is now still on the bottom step of the podium. He can keep it together. This reminds me back in the day of Ayrton Senna and Nigel Mansell, after Nigel Mansell had to pit for new tyres, and the last 5 or 6 laps it was just unbelievable race with Mansell with the better tyres trying to overtake Ayrton Senna. Senna on worn tyres, able to hold him off. So can we see Cirrus do the same? No nose cone at the front. This corner here, he's just got to really concentrate. It's a corner that gives you a lot of understeer sometimes, and he's done really well. Turn 3. Now past the casino. He's just he's protecting that inside line. He's saying to Gear 3 Gaming, if you want to overtake me, you're going to do it the hard way. It was good that he got it together and got back onto the track after that incident. Cirrus. Will Gee have a one last look at lunge down into the chicane? I think he's a bit too far back. Oh, just forgot. I didn't get. Sorry, didn't get Dread. 501's over the finish, but there he is, taking out victory. Dado in second, and then Parr will come home in third, and he's a battle here for fourth. And looks like Cirrus can hold off here in this final stage of the race. They've actually had someone drop out as well. Not too sure who it was. But well done to Cirrus, taking fourth. That'll boost him up in the championship standings at 18th currently in the championship standings. Timmy coming home 6th. Started in 10th. Looks like we're just waiting for Whopper to finish. Darky's there. So there we go. What an entertaining race. So Aussie Carter's retired on lap 11. And that should see him already. That should just see him do the 70%, I'd say. But we'll wrap up the results here. We've got Dread 501 doing an outstanding job. Led from the green all the way to the finish. So congratulations to them. Dado Racer made the most of everyone else's mistake and find himself into second. And then Paro 666 in third. With Dado Racer, his best lap of a 46.9. Oh no, we've got also Darky with 46.3. No, Aussie Carter, sorry. So Aussie Carter was unlucky with his Toyota fast car, but put it into the wall there near the end. So bear with us. We will be back in about half an hour's time for round 4 at Knock Hill International Reverse. We've got to run our 15-minute practice session, which won't be streamed. That'll organise our lobbies for everyone. So yeah, we'll be back ready for qualifying, so you'll catch all that. I'll give you a rough time. We're probably looking around about 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, so New South Wales Victoria time. Until then, we'll see you then.